And to be clear, Palestinians deserve sovereignty. They deserve their own state. They were there first. Even if they weren't there first, they were people, and they deserve land. I know that'll probably get me killed. I mean, I'm not a popular YouTuber, so I won't die, but if somebody finds this later on when I am popular. It's true, man. Look at this cute little Fifi girl. I'm editing, so watch my butt, I guess. You get to look. Isn't that fun? Anyways, this is kind of a roller coaster of a video. Enjoy. I don't know why, but Miss Eloise was not one to come up. I got the blank. Oh, well, she came up for a second and then left. She didn't really want to hang out with me. Loser. So, you want to learn something or know something? Jesus Christ. I can't speak. Do you want to know something that I learned this year? Look at me, I can form sentences. I learned that, well, I want to grow Brussels sprouts this year because we buy them all the time and they're kind of a hard crop to grow, so I wanted to test myself, and learn. But I learned that Brussels sprouts and like cabbage and things like that, they're like a super nitrogen rich plant. So like you can almost never over nitrogenate them, if that's a word. And I also learned that I'm looking for my shoes and I cannot find them. Oh, they're under the bed, that's why. Found them. I also learned that coffee grounds are a wonderful, if not perfect, nitrogenator. So they like produce a whole bunch of nitrogen. And I don't like coffee. I have too much energy already without caffeine. But Joe needs it. So I've got the perfect, hi, Miss Eloise. I've got the perfect compost system set up. I'm real excited. Here's what we've got, like this much so far. He made a whole like pitcher of iced coffee because he likes to do it in batches, so you can just make it and then take it for a protein, like mix protein powder in it and take it as a protein shake to the gym, which is honestly genius. It's really smart. I think it's a great idea because then you can like get your caffeine in and protein at the same time. Plus, if you're already gonna be shitting from the coffee, might as well like be gassy from the protein powder. And don't judge my outfit. I know I've worn this sweater twice or 3 times in a row. I don't care. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go mix in the coffee grounds in the garden. It's raining, so I might not get the best footage, but I'm still gonna try. Just for you. It's so pretty. Look at this, man. It's so green outside. I just put a whole bunch of peanuts and shit out here, so all the squirrels and stuff have been in the yard. There was one sitting on the ledge right there, and Miss Eloise has been like barking. Not, you know what I mean. She's been begging to go outside, so I didn't let her though, because I'm the meanest person in the world. No, I just don't want her to jump the fence, because she has before. Dude, dumbass cat. Anyways. That's gonna go. Oh yeah, not just, it's not just what's it called? Brussels sprouts. It's also like onions and stuff. That's why I was wondering why my onions weren't very big last year. They got to be like, I mean, like an apple, maybe a little bit smaller than an apple, which is fine, but like, you know, you see the ones in the grocery store and they're huge. And I'm just trying to be an overachiever, I guess. Whatever. They're genetically altered. I shouldn't compare myself to them, but I do. So, anyways. Look at his little feet. They're all furry. So cute. Oh my goodness. Look at the little guy. I like it. Yeah, I know, Miss Eloise. You want to go outside. You're not going outside. She's sitting here. Like, look at her. Her tail's wagging. Cutie pants. That's sticky. Sticky's on my foot. Anyways, thought you guys would like to see a little squirrel. I'll set you up so you can watch him. So everybody's human, right? Well, I just cracked my tooth, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see this. It's right here. Ah! I'm freaking out, man. Like bad cracked it too, like down the middle. Oh, I'm freaking out. Oh, okay. But luckily my dad is a dentist, so I called my dad and I called my mom and I called Taylor. Ooh. Right now, I'm gonna go to CVS, get some tooth putty so that I can, cause I don't know if I should take it out or not. Ah! I'm really just trying not to freak out, cause I want to freak out really bad, dude. I want to freak out and punch things and holy cow, man. Just gotta not freak out. I just gotta not freak out, cause I'm freaking out and I need to not freak out, cause I need to do things. Anyways, I need to like fly down to Texas tomorrow or the next day, which is awesome. Fully just ruins all the plans that I have. Make it dinners for Taylor. I don't even know how she's gonna, I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, so that's gonna happen. Okay, I made it home safely. I know you guys were worried because the only person who watches is me, but I was worried and I made it home. I got this stuff. It's a lost filling and loose cap repair. I also got like, hold on. I also got severe toothache relief kit and then Dentic instant pain relief. So yeah. I think I lost all my energy from freaking out and riding my bike, so I feel a lot better, but I just don't know, you know? You don't know, but you know? I'm supposed to carefully rinse the tooth area and the inside of the cap, crown, or inlay with warm water and do not dry. Cut or pinch a small amount of Walgreens temporary lost filling and loose cap repair from the vial, roll into a ball between fingers, and place evenly inside the cap, crown, or inlay. So, I don't know. I don't think it'll work. I don't know. I'm feeling so lost, you guys. It really sucks that this happened. Wish me luck. I just put it on. So yeah. Dude. Now that I'm done with the bike ride, I have a little bit more energy, and I'm still freaking out, for sure. I'm gonna try and distract myself with some YouTube. Kristi Noem's husband is a transsexual. Well, not really, but he was cross-dressing and sending videos with balloons strapped to his chest with nipples, fake nipples. Whatever, man. Doesn't matter. I don't know when the last time I talked to you guys was. But I put the little cement thing in my mouth. Or I went to Walgreens and got some toothache stuff, some like temporary cement, just a whole bunch of shit to hopefully help with it. I still haven't talked to Joe about flying down to Texas, but I don't know, it feels fine enough. I just finished my application to Taco Bell. Woohoo. Yay. And they say that YouTubers don't do real work. I'm gonna be in the trenches, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably play some music. Wait for it's hailing right now. I'm gonna eat a little bit more food and then go paint. Here, I'll let you guys listen to this so I'm not crazy.
Corps being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before. Before discussing this current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected by everyone all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world, and now we're working along with Venezuela, are in a true sense joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies. Tonight I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iraq and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign as president in 2015,
Yeah.
I have vowed
Say that again, brother.
would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 46 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime
They aren't
on
even
earth
close
would
to
be
getting
free to carry out their
nuclear weapons.
campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never let that happen, and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first, and perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani in my first term. He was an evil genius, brilliant person, a horrible human being, however, the father of the roadside bomb, and he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. He lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight, but you know what, we'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash, took it out of banks from Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, all the cash they had, flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work.
Can you sue them?
They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran. They would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. It would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts. Had I not terminated that terrible deal, I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Those beautiful B-2 bombers performed magnificently. We totally obliterated those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons.
They're trying to build nuclear energy, brother. They need desalination plants.
I'm sorry if I'm laughing. It's breathing so heavy. It's making me
Had
like so
missiles
tired.
that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and
He sounds like a 4th grader trying to do the reading when the teacher calls.
He does.
Yes. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible. And they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, but in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my
No, they say they
announcement
can't
of
have nuclear
Operation
weapons as in, like, they're
Victory,
physically unable,
our
brother.
objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's navy, which is now absolutely destroyed.
Haven't you said that like 4 times?
Their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear threat. Twice this past month, I've traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil. When I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands, we salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, "Please, sir, please finish the job." And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very
Every
fast.
single
We're very close.
person
I wanna thank
in
all
their
our
immediate
allies in the
family said
Middle East,
that.
Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons.
Doesn't matter, I'll just
They will
wear
use
this.
them, and they will use them quickly. It would lead to decades of extortion, economic pain, and instability worse than we can ever imagine.
Shout out Subway.
The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that we built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a
Sure does feel like
and
it.
crippled the country as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know what was coming. They never imagined it. Remember, because of our Drill a Baby Drill program, America has plenty of gas. We have so much gas.
Yeah.
Under my leadership, we are #1 producer of oil and gas on the planet without
That's
even
not true.
discussing the millions of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela. Because of the Trump administration's policies, we produce more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait. And we'll
Strait
be
of
taking
Hormuz,
it
you
in the
mean?
future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically, and in
Yep,
every
second
other
time you said that, brother.
the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of
Strait of
their
Hormuz.
passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we have to do it ourselves. I have a suggestion. #1, buy oil from the United States of America. We have plenty. We have so much. #2, build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before. Should have done it with us as we asked. Go to the strait and just take it. Protect it. Use it for yourself.
He's begging them?
It's been
Dude,
essentially
Trump is begging them to. Oh my god.
so it should be
He's
easy.
begging the countries around the Strait of Hormuz to take over the Strait of Hormuz because the U.S. military can't.
Naturally,
He's begging.
naturally, they're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. We'll reserve
It sounds like a bad.
possible. They are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great
It sounds like a bad joke. Trump's such a bad president, he had to ask other countries for military help. That's how bad of a president Trump is. Yikes. Biden was 8,000, but at least he didn't ask for help like that.
I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly.
Then why are you asking for help?
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing.
Everybody owes me money. 2 to 3 weeks.
Not our goal. We never said regime change. Regime change has occurred because of all of their original leaders' death. They're all dead. The new group is less radical and much more reasonable.
What do you mean less radical? Dude, the son of the guy who was murdered is literally known to be a Muslim extremist. I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that he's known to be a Muslim extremist.
Even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and it would be gone, and there's not a thing they could do about it. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force. The nuclear sites that we obliterated with the V-2 bombers have been hit so hard that it would take months to get near the nuclear dust. And we have it under intense satellite surveillance and control. If we see them make a move, even a move forward, we'll hit them with missiles over and over again. We will the guards they have done. It's very important.
I wonder if there's a way to exchange US dollars for yuan. Like if I could start a savings account in China. Probably not, but never hurts to look it up, right? Worst April Fool's joke ever, bro. And I know it's not an April Fool's joke, I'm joking, but like, worst April Fool's joke. Ugh. So, watching back, you like really can't hear anything that he's saying, and you honestly can't even hear me. So, I want to go over the press briefing. It was only like 20 minutes. But essentially what he said was, we're doing fine. Everything is fine. And oil prices are going to come back down. Everybody don't freak out. Um, we're going to we have a whole bunch of oil, like the US has a whole bunch of oil in stockpiles. Buy oil from us. Um, everything's okay. Then he went on to, say that we have the most capable military. We are super strong and capable. Oh my goodness, dude. It's so disgusting. Anyways, and then after that, after he said we have the most capable military, and after he said we destroyed all the things in Iran, like after he said we destroyed all their air defenses and their missiles and all their, he even said their nuclear plants. Like, does he not know that nuclear power plants and nuclear bombs are two completely separate things? We, as like US, like the US has signed a deal with Iran saying that they could start a nuclear power plant, and we gave them nuclear materials because they're in a desert and they need desalination plants so that they can have fresh water to drink. Ugh. Anyways, so he said that our military is super capable, like literally 8 times, and then he begged all the countries around Iran, like he said Europe, but mainly the countries directly next to and surrounding Iran, to attack Iran and invade. That is how weak of a leader he is. He's so weak of a leader, he has to beg other countries. He has to beg them. Ugh. In a State to the Union. Oh my God. And then he just bitched. He was bitching pretty much the whole time, but he has to ask other countries to do the work for him. Because he's a pussy ass bitch. I hate this motherfucker. Oh, whoa. Let's pick it up. Ooh, it's cold.